I was in a Fawlty. I was in one of the first of them, in John's favourite Fawlty, called The Builders. And he did that with an audience. He doesn't like the idea of an audience. I mean, you know, sort of, hope that wasn't insulted. But John likes the idea of doing it straight without the audience. But the BBC insisted. And they collect audiences in a strange fashion. You never get a cross-section. You do it beautifully, but the BBC doesn't. You go out and you get a whole audience full of young farmers from Wiltshire and, you know, 300 left-handed polo players or something. And you don't get a cross-section. But, yes, clubs and old ladies and sort of, you know, deaf people and that. And so on. But anyway, on this particular occasion, we thought the show was hilarious. We fell around when we were rehearsing. We thought it was marvellous. And we came in, and the audience sat there and seemed to hate every second. It wasn't we thought it was dead.
I know the feeling.
You know the feeling.
I know the feeling.
It's catching. Yes. It's creeping in, isn't it? But anyway, he told me afterwards, when we did another series together called Whoops Apocalypse, he said, you know why the thing didn't work that night? He said the BBC went off to a travel agency, and he said there were 2 coachloads of visitors, tourists from Iceland in. And they were sitting out front from Iceland, thawing out, smelling a fish. And we were wondering why the gags weren't going.
For Fawlty Towers?
For Fawlty Towers, yes. They didn't want to be there. They wanted to be down in Soho, of course, you see. But in fact, the show worked.
It must have been double Swahili to them.
It was like something else, yes.
That's interesting that you actually played to a live audience. Very interesting.